Hello and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you will take a moment and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you very, very much doing so. Just trying to reach as many folks as possible to help make lives a little bit better. Today, we're going to focus on the lower body. So stretching through those legs, all parts of the legs, quads, hamstrings, knees, hips, ankles, calves, feet. So if you're feeling kind of tired, lethargic through the legs, maybe sore muscles, this should be great for you. Take things at your own pace. So if you need to stop, please do so. If you need a drink of water, make that happen. If you need to adjust and modify, please make that happen. And let's get going, my friends. Let's start in child's pose. So just a nice long stretch. Extending those arms out nice and long. So this, you get the added benefit of that wonderful shoulder stretch and lower back stretch. Finding your breath, checking in for a moment. What do you feel? What brought you to your mat today? I'm glad you're here. Thanks so much for choosing to spend some time with me and allow me to guide you through today's practice. I really, truly, honestly hope that this makes you feel amazing. Let's extend those arms out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart, spread your fingers wide. We're going to inhale up to a modified high plank. And then just ever so slowly begin to lower those hips towards the mat as you lift your gaze towards the sky. Now an added little benefit of that stretch to the belly. And then slowly level it back out into that modified plank. Core stays strong. Once again, as you exhale, lower those hips towards the ground, lift your gaze to the sky. And once again, back to that modified plank. So we're just transitioning from that arch of the back one more time. Gaze to the sky, stretching through the front of the body, and then back to that modified plank. Breathe, tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog, getting through the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves, those Achilles tendons, the ankles, and let's alternate bending knees, walk it out. Find your breath and just slow it down, checking in. Breathe. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold, keeping those legs as straight as you can, as long as you can. Getting those feet up right by your hips, or by your hands, and relax the weight of your head. Soft bending those knees, so we're not locking out those knees, and just feel that amazing stretch all the way down the backs of the legs. Let's bring the hands to the elbows and hold on, and gently sway side to side. Little arc around your legs. We come back to center and a little shift of your weight forward into your toes, and then back to your heels, back into those toes, and again to the heels. Centering your weight, release your arms and slowly roll it on up, stacking each vertebra one at a time, standing tall at the top. Big shoulder roll up and back, and shoulders slide down and away. Let's do that again. Big shoulder roll, and shoulders slide down and away. Let's kick that right foot forward, and we're going to bend that left knee, right heel to the mat. Hands on that left thigh, reaching down with that right hand. Can you find your toes? Sit your booty back, nice and long. Keep that length through the crown of the head, nice flat back. Core stays engaged. Breathe. Now as you inhale, we rise a little step forward, planting that right foot. And then as you exhale, sit it back, reach down, touch those toes. 2 more times. Inhale, stand tall, center that weight. Exhale, sit it back, reach down to those toes. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sink. Breathe. Inhale, rise, reach to the sky with that right arm. Step it forward, release that right hand. Left leg kicks forward, heel to the mat. Breathe. We bend that right knee, reach down. Right hand to the top of the thigh, left fingertips reaching towards your toes. Nice long stretch down the back of that left leg, core strong, spine long. Breathe.
Checking in. How's the intensity level? Nothing above an 8, please. As you inhale, rise, keeping that core strong. Again, planting that left foot, reaching to the sky. And then as you exhale, sit that booty back, bending that right knee. Inhale, rise. And exhale, sit. Let's do that once more. Inhale, rise. And exhale, sit. Breathe, inhale, rise. And pull that left foot back, releasing your arm down by your sides. Roll those shoulders up and back. Turn your palms to face front. Mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Hold here. Head heavy, face soft. Shift your weight back and forth, right foot, left foot. Nothing crazy. Just feeling that different sensation as you shift your weight. We come back to center. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Take a giant step back with your left foot. Let's bring that back knee to the mat. Keep those toes tucked under, lifting the hands to that right thigh. Oh, weight is heavy through those hips, stretching through the toes, the arch of the foot, the ankle, the calf, getting that beautiful stretch through the front of that left leg and into that right hip. Now untuck those toes, let your foot come to rest, extend left arm out and reach it up and back. Stretching through the quadricep, through those hip flexors. A little lean to the right. Inhale it back to center, and we rise, placing that left hand to the inside of your right foot. Back knee can remain down or tuck your toes and lift that back leg. Rotate and reach. Right arm to the sky. Find your breath. Slow it down. As you exhale, release that right hand down. Shift your hands forward slightly. Big transition. Core strong. Come up onto the back toes if you're on the knee. And we're going to give it a good big push and extend. Left leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Add a flex of that left foot and a bend of that left knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom. Find your breath. Extending left leg to the sky and slowly place it behind you. Maybe 6, 8, 10 inches back. Heels line up together, left foot slightly turned out, and we square those hips. We lift just slightly, lengthening through the crown of the head, and ever so slowly lower the tummy and chest as though you were going to place the center of your tummy and chest onto that right leg. Breathe. Hands can remain where they are, or if you like, reach your fingertips towards the back of the mat, glue your palms to the mat, draw your nose towards your knee. Pyramid, added little bonus as we reach those fingertips back, a great stretch through that middle back. Let's bring the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Lengthen through the crown of the head, and slowly we hinge it all the way up. And as you exhale, arch it back. Reach your knuckles towards the ground, gaze to the sky. And inhale it up nice and tall. Release your hands. Step it forward to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Hold your forward fold. Soft bend in those knees. Bringing the hands to the elbows, we sway. Just nice big deep breaths. Coming back to center. Release your arms. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, giant step back with your right foot. Back knee to the mat. Core strong, toes remain tucked under. We lift the chest, hands placing on that left thigh. Lean in and get that good stretch through the front of that right leg. Core is strong and engaged. Just breathe. Let's untuck those toes and let the top of the foot come to rest. Right arm extends out and up and back. Reach it back just as far as feels good to you. Strong through that core, supporting. Breathing a little lean to the left. That feels good. Always checking in, making sure it does feel good for you. If your body is telling you, please don't do this, if you're not breathing right, back off, coming back to center. And we rise, releasing that right hand to the inside of your left foot. Back knee can remain on the mat or tuck those toes. Extend the leg, rotate your body and reach. Left arm to the sky, reach it up high as you can. Find your breath. As you exhale, releasing that left hand down, we shift our hands forward just slightly. Big transition, coming onto the ball of the back foot if you're on the knee. And we're going to give it a big push and extend. Right leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Add a flex of that right foot and a bend of that right knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom. Oh my goodness, beautiful stretch down the back of that left leg, down the front of the right leg. We extend right leg to the sky and then slowly lower it down 6 or 8 inches behind you. Right foot turned out just slightly and lining those heels up, a nice straight line. We lift just slightly, lengthening through the crown of the head, and then slowly lower tummy and chest as though you're going to center it onto that left leg. Take your gaze towards your back big toe. Lining up those hips, the pelvis. Breathe. Hands can remain where they are or reach those fingertips back. Glue your palms to the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Embracing that stretch down the back of that left leg. Just breathe. Bringing the hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers. Core strong, lengthen through the crown of the head. We hinge it all the way up. And as you exhale, arch it back. Reach your knuckles towards the ground. Gaze to the sky. And inhale it up nice and tall. Release your hands. Step it forward to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank, toes or knees. Crocodile down, elbows right by the ribs. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. Back in our down dog, how does it feel? Lengthening through the backs of the legs, allowing those heels to sink. Let's pedal those feet. Just alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Flexibility and mobility through the ankles, a little stretch to the arch of the foot, the toes. Definitely getting that good stretch down the backs of the legs. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Add a little tip of the pelvis. Reach your sit bones even higher. Heels a little lower. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right knee through, foot to the inside. We come into our pigeon pose. Sitting up nice and tall. If you're taking care of that lower back, bring your hands forward a little bit. Take some of that arch out of your back. Feels good to you? Stay up nice and tall. Take a big breath in and squeeze every muscle in that lower body. Feel yourself rise just a little bit and then sink. Again, squeeze. Lift just a bit and sink. Hold here. We take that right hand to the outside of that right knee. Left arm extends out. Circle it around. Reach and draw that back foot in. Can you find it? Take a hold of it if you can find it. Along the inside or the arch of your foot if you're able. And draw your heel in towards your bottom. Find your breath. Just pull it in as close as you like. Having a hard time reaching that foot, if you have a dog leash, if you happen to have your yoga strap, wrap it around the ankle and use that to pull in. And gently releasing that foot, circling that left arm back up and over, walking the hands forward, stacking your hands, and just let the forehead come to rest. Sleeping pigeon, giving some love for the hip, the knee, the groin. And guys, if it doesn't feel like love, listen, okay? Adjust how you need to adjust. Come out if you need to come out. It's not about working through pain. I don't want any pain. And let's slowly walk the hands back up. One hand on either side of your knee. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Point or flex your foot, bend your knee, draw your heel toward your bottom. Breathe, coming down onto your left forearm if that feels okay to you. Really pressing through the forearm and through the palm of your hand. Once again, coming back to the palms of the hands, extending that right leg, and release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, grabbing a sip of water, inhaling to high plank if you prefer, crocodile down. Press it through up dog, and exhale to down dog. And we shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left knee through, foot to the inside. Pigeon pose, untuck that back foot, sitting up nice and tall again, taking care of that lower back if you need to, otherwise just up nice and tall. We take a big breath in and squeeze. Feel yourself rise just a little bit, and then exhale, sink. Again, inhale, squeeze. How does that feel? And release. Find your breath, hold here. Noticing that nice stretch through the front of that right leg, that left hip. Left hand to the outside of that left knee, right arm circles around, and reach back. Reach, 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 reach. And as you're ready, draw that foot in. Take a hold along the inside of your foot if you're able. Little added bonus stretch. We love those through the front of the shoulder. Find your breath. What do you feel? Close your eyes. Can you get a smile on your face? If you're like, no, I'm just happy to be here, it's all good. If it's a struggle, guys, it's okay. Not an easy pose. A lot of stuff going on here. Gently releasing, circling that right arm back up and over, and let's walk those hands forward, stacking the hands, relaxing the forehead to the back of the hands, and just let yourself sink. Find your breath and slow it down. And let's go ahead and walk those hands back up. Hand on either side of your knee. Tuck your back toes, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. Add a flex of that left foot, a bend of that left knee, draw your heel towards your bottom. Coming down onto that right forearm if you like, and give a little push with that left hand and through the forearm to guide your weight back towards that right heel. Amazing stretch throughout your entire lower body. Core is strong. Can you feel it? We come back up to the palms of the hands, extending left leg, and gently release it down. We inhale it to high plank, crocodile down. Press it through up dog, and sit it back to child's pose. Checking in. This is where we started. How does it feel? Hopefully fairly different. Find your breath. Let's bend the elbows and bring the palms of the hands to touch, bringing the heels of the hands to the backs of the head. Let's just close our eyes and breathe. Extending those arms. Let's walk the hands up, coming up to a kneeling position. Now, if you are not super comfortable, whether it be with the knees or those quadriceps, you can place a pillow or a blanket folded up underneath your bum, between your bum and your heels, and just sit up nice and tall, stretching through the quadriceps into those knees. Breathe. Now let's slowly rise. Make fists with those hands. Place your hands on either side of your spine, about hip height. Draw those elbows towards one another. Press those fists firmly against the back. Now lift the chest and gaze to the sky, arching back a little or a lot. Stretching through the belly, through those hip flexors, through the quadriceps. Camel pose. If you like releasing one hand, can you find your heel without leaning back too much? Other hand, if you like, open that chest, stretching through the whole front of the body, gazing towards the sky. Bringing one hand to the small of the back and then the other, and ever so gently release it back, sitting once again to that kneeling position. Breathe. Turn your palms to face the sky. Drape back the hands against the knees or the thighs. Close your eyes and just breathe. We take just a moment with a grateful heart to thank the mind and the body for taking us on this journey today, to put in the work, to create the very best versions of ourselves we can. The gift of movement, the gift of breath, celebrating this amazing adventure called life. Gently pull your hands to heart center. Gently lift those hands, base of the thumbs gently pressing against the middle of the forehead. Awakening that third eye. And once again, hands to heart center. Open those beautiful eyes. And I want to say a big thank you for joining me today. I hope you feel great. I hope those legs feel light and ready to carry you through the day. Until the next time, my friends, light and love, and namaste.